Season 4, Episode 1. The Return. Ola's empire was dismantled, his network exposed, and his financial operations frozen. While the team celebrated their success, they realized their fight was far from over. Ethan, Amara, Emma, and David vowed to continue uncovering the intricate methods of scammers, while Emma and David began exploring a new personal and professional partnership. Now Ethan comes to the U.S. to work more closely with Amara, Emma, and David as they dive deeper into the psychological roots and technological methods of modern scams. Ethan arrives in the U.S. Ethan steps off the plane, his face a mixture of apprehension and curiosity. This is his first time in the United States, a world that feels both alien and full of opportunity. Amara is waiting at the arrivals terminal, her calm demeanor reassuring. "Welcome to the States," Amara says with a warm smile. Ethan nods, his voice quiet. "Thanks. It feels different." As they drive to their headquarters, Amara begins asking gentle questions about his background, sensing Ethan's hesitation. "You've seen a lot, Ethan," she says. "I'd like to understand more about what brought you into all this. If we're going to stop it, we need to know the why." Ethan exhales slowly, staring out the window. "It's a long story, not one I'm proud of." Flashback. Ethan's childhood. Ethan's voice narrates his past as scenes of his childhood play out. "I grew up in a house where love wasn't a word we used. My mother, she was a force, not the kind that lifts you up, the kind that beats you down. My father wasn't any better. He just stood there, silent, while everything fell apart." The flashback shows young Ethan clutching his arm after his mother's violent outburst, his face a mix of pain and confusion. "I thought maybe I deserved it," Ethan continues. "When someone tells you you're worthless every day, you start to believe them." Amara listens intently, her eyes soft with empathy. "That must have been incredibly difficult." Ethan nods. "It was. And when I got older, the pressure didn't stop. Being the oldest son meant I had to support the family. It didn't matter how I felt, I had to find a way to provide." Later, at the headquarters, Ethan sits with Amara in a quiet room. She leans forward, her tone gentle yet probing. "Ethan, I've worked with people from all over the world, and I've seen how culture shapes choices. But I want to know, when did you first feel like you didn't have a choice?" Ethan hesitates before answering. "When I saw my friends making money through scams. They called it hustling. It felt like everyone was doing it. I tried, but I couldn't go through with it. The lies made me sick." Amara nods thoughtfully. "It sounds like you were torn between two worlds, the expectations placed on you and the person you wanted to be." Ethan looks down. "That's exactly it. But no matter what I chose, it never felt like enough." Emma and David's new initiative. Meanwhile, Emma and David are meeting with their team at their newly launched cybersecurity firm, Safe Haven. The focus, helping victims detect scams before falling for them. David pulls up a map on the screen, showing hotspots of scam activity. "This is where it starts," he says. "Nigeria, yes, but also call centers in India, phishing rings in Eastern Europe. The scams are global." Emma adds, "We're starting to see patterns in the victims' stories. Many of them involve stolen images of a specific model, Robert Carter." One of their team members, a data analyst, speaks up. "We've tracked over 500 fake profiles using his pictures. It's all part of the same playbook." Emma and David exchange a glance. "We need to expose this," Emma says, "and we need to make sure people know it's not his fault." Ending for episode 1. Amara and Ethan sit outside as the sun sets, the atmosphere calm but reflective. "I want to help people," Ethan says. "I want to undo the damage we caused." "You already are," Amara replies. "By telling your story, you're helping us understand how this all begins." Ethan nods, his resolve strengthening. "Then let's make sure no one else has to go through what I did." Meanwhile, at Safe Haven, Emma and David watch as their team compiles reports of fake profiles. David looks at Emma, his tone serious. "This is just the beginning. If we're going to stop this, we need to get ahead of them." Emma nods. and we will, together. Next on episode 2, The Psychology of Persuasion. As Ethan shares more about his journey into the world of scams, Amara begins piecing together the psychological tactics scammers use to manipulate victims. Meanwhile, Emma and David contact Robert Carter to discuss the misuse of his images, opening the door to a new alliance. Can they work together to protect future victims and hold the scammers accountable? Find out in The Hook. Episode 2, The Psychology of Persuasion.